Can you understand English but struggle to speak it? You're not alone. The problem isn't your English. It's the way you've been practicing. In this video, you'll learn why this happens and 4 simple things you can do to start speaking English with more confidence. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's holding you back and how to fix it. Let's get started. So, what's really happening? Most English learners think, I need to learn more words, or I need to study more grammar. But that's usually not the real problem. The real problem is this. Understanding English and speaking English are 2 different skills. Just because you're good at one doesn't mean you'll automatically be good at the other. Think about it like learning to drive. You can watch hundreds of videos about driving. You can read the traffic rules. You can even know exactly when to change gears or use the brakes. But the first time you sit behind the wheel, you'll probably feel nervous. Because watching someone drive isn't the same as driving yourself. Speaking English works the same way. You've probably spent years listening to English, watching movies, reading books, studying grammar. And all of that has helped you understand English. But speaking is different. When you're speaking, your brain has to work much faster. You have to understand the question, think of your answer, choose the right words, put them in the right order, and say them all in just a few seconds. That's a completely different skill. So if you've ever thought, why can I understand English but not speak it? Now you know why. Now you know the real problem. But there isn't just one reason. In fact, there are 4 common reasons why English learners struggle to speak. Reason number 1, you've been learning English, not using it. Let me ask you something. How did you learn most of your English? Probably by watching videos, movies, listening to songs, reading books, or studying grammar. And that's great. But here's the problem. All of those help you understand English. They don't help you speak English. Think about learning to drive. You can watch driving videos all day. But until you get behind the wheel, you won't become a confident driver. Speaking English is the same. You don't become a better speaker just by learning English. You become a better speaker by using English. Reason number 2. You haven't trained your brain to think quickly. Here's another reason. Speaking happens in real time. When you're reading, you can take your time. You can read a sentence again or look up a new word. But in a conversation, you don't have that luxury. Someone asks you a question, and you only have a few seconds to understand it, think of an answer, and say it. If you've never practiced doing that, it's completely normal to freeze. The good news? Thinking quickly in English is a skill. And like any skill, you can improve it with practice. Reason number 3. You know the words, but you can't use them fast enough. Here's something that surprises a lot of English learners. There are words you understand. And there are words you can use instantly. For example, you probably know the word exhausted. But when someone asks, "How are you?" you might just say, "I'm very tired." Why? Because very tired comes to your mind faster. The goal isn't just to learn new words. The goal is to make them easy to use in real conversations. Reason number 4, you're too focused on making mistakes. There's one more reasons, and this might be the biggest one. The moment you start speaking English, you start thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if I forget a word? What if they don't understand me? When you're thinking about all those things, it's hard to focus on the conversation, and that's when your mind goes blank. The truth is, making mistakes is part of learning. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. So don't aim to speak perfectly. Aim to keep the conversation going. Now you know the 4 biggest reasons why speaking English feels difficult. The good news? Every one of these problems can be fixed. You don't need to learn thousands of new words. You don't need to memorize more grammar rules. You just need to practice the right way. Let's start with fix number 1. Start using English every day. If you've been spending most of your time listening and reading, it's time to start speaking. And no, you don't need a conversation partner. Here's a simple exercise. After you watch an English video, spend 1 minute talking about it in English. What was it about? What did you learn? Did you like it? Just speak out loud. Don't worry about mistakes. The goal isn't to speak perfectly. The more you use it, the easier speaking English. Fix number 2. Train your brain to think in English. The second problem was thinking too slowly. So here's how to fix it. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Pick any topic. It could be your day, your favorite movie, or what you had for breakfast. Now speak about it in English for 2 minutes. Don't stop. If you forget a word, use a simpler one. Fix number 3. Learn words by using them. The third problem was that you know the words, but you can't remember them when you're speaking. Here's a simple solution. When you learn a new word, don't just read it. Use it. Say it out loud. Then make your own sentence with it. For example, if you learn the word exhausted, don't just remember its meaning. Say, I'm exhausted after work. Or, she was exhausted after the trip. The more you use a word, the easier it becomes to remember in a real conversation. Remember this, don't just learn new words, use them. Fix number 4, stop waiting to be perfect. The last problem was being afraid of making mistakes. Remember, nobody speaks a new language perfectly. Every mistake teaches you something. So don't wait until you feel ready. Start with small steps. Talk to yourself in English. Record your voice. Or have a short conversation with a friend. The more you speak, the more confident you'll become. And one day, you'll realize you're speaking English without even thinking about it. Before we finish, remember this. You don't become a confident English speaker and then start speaking. You become a confident speaker by speaking. So don't wait until your English is perfect. Speak, make mistakes, learn from them, and keep going. That's how every fluent English speaker started. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more practical English lessons. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.